Questions over whether the government's new one-in, one-out migrant deal with France will be enough to deter people from crossing the channel.
The first hosepipe ban of the year comes into force, affecting 5 million Yorkshire Water customers as heat warnings remain in place.
Good morning from Battersea Park. Fabulous view of Albert Bridge, bathed in sunshine this morning. It's going to be a hot and a humid day for all, with some of us getting temperatures into the low 30s.
The cost of filling up petrol and diesel prices hit their highest level since April amid tensions in the Middle East.
We can take a look at the papers, most of them leading on the Anglo-French deal to reduce illegal migration via the English Channel. And the majority are critical. The Daily Mail calls it a joke and half-baked as a deterrent, which it says won't work. The Times reports that the Department of Health is looking to limit GPs issuing not fit for work notes in a bid to cure what it calls the UK's sick note epidemic.
Daily Telegraph claims Health Secretary Wes Streeting is considering cutting resident doctors' pension pots in order to raise their pay and avoid planned strike action. And Guardian, featuring an image there, really does illustrate what was going on yesterday at Wimbledon's. Arina Sabalenka, yesterday hot, fed up, and indeed losing. She's the #1 seed in the women's competition, failing to make the final after being beaten by Amanda Anisimova. Yeah, it was a gripping encounter, that one, and in the heat.
And everyone expected a Sabalenka-Świątek final.
Yeah, 3
they?
sets. It's really tight.
Do you know, it was beautiful seeing Leith there. And like seeing those, there were some beautiful shots of Leith. And I saw this in the Times today in such contrast. So there is a town called Lucca in Tuscany. And I don't know if you've ever, you know, when you go abroad or you go to a place, even in all the cities as well, you have these people called buttadendros, right? And a buttadendro, as they're known in Italian, they identify well-heeled visitors. So visitors who perhaps are able to spend a bit of money, and they kind of corral them into the hotel, into the restaurants.
Okay.
You know, when they're touting like good food here and there. Well, this town Lucca has banned them and said, no, this is an elegant city, a tranquil city, a place where we believe tourists should be free to choose where they eat. I don't know where you sit on it, because I always think if they're ushering you to a restaurant, then the restaurant's not got enough business, so maybe it's not as good. But maybe then sometimes you don't know, you know, the good restaurants there, so you think if they're friendly, they're going to get you good food. Well,
who knows? Can I also bring to the table, while we're talking about guides, maybe you could train bumblebees to do that job, because scientists in China, this is extraordinary. They've created cyborg bees. So these are real-life bees, and from a distance, they can control their brains. They've got little things on their backs, and so they can tell the bees where to go. Literally, they can control the bee and where it goes.
Does it hurt the bee?
No. They could serve as military scouts or were used to search for survivors following a natural disaster. So they'll plot them along. They've done it with cockroaches in the past to help search and rescue efforts. That is the future.
Irvin Welsh had it right. We're going to look back and think, why didn't we have cyborg bees? They're so simple.
Yeah.
At 6, the third heat wave of the summer prompts new amber health alerts affecting millions of people. They cover the whole of the Midlands and south of England and mean there's a greater risk for older people and those with health conditions.
As the climate changes, are heat waves like this becoming the new normal? I've been taking a look.
2 elderly women die after a car crashes into their care home following a police chase in Sunderland. The Unite Union suspends Angela Rayner's membership after she urged bin workers in Birmingham to end their strike. Spotted moving in the heavens, this interstellar object could be the oldest comet ever seen. Northern Ireland's Environment Minister has urged people not to attend a controversial bonfire in South Belfast tonight because of asbestos at the site. In some unionist areas, bonfires are lit to usher in the 12th of July, a key date in the parade season. Around 20 kilograms of asbestos has already been removed from the site, but fragments remain.
No surprises as to what everyone's still talking about. Yes, it's the hot weather. 3 heat waves in quick succession. So we look at what plans are being put in place to make sure London can cope in the future.
Our buildings are terrible and they tend to trap heat indoors, and it's a threat both to human health but also to our productivity.
And the hot weather's causing problems too. I'm in East London, where firefighters have been tackling a large grass fire all afternoon, and it's one of many they've dealt with during this recent period of hot weather.
Yeah, more on that shortly. Also on the programme this evening, 20 years on from the London bombings, we hear from some of London's Muslim communities on the impact the subsequent backlash had on them. The music festival season is here. We have a roundup of events taking place this weekend. And
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like
yeah, that's Ed Sheeran. He talks exclusively to BBC London about discovering his creativity in art and how it's raising money to help others. Detectives have named the victim of a fatal stabbing outside a hotel in Knightsbridge on Wednesday night. 24-year-old Blue Stevens died at the scene. No arrests have yet been made. A 4-mile stretch of the M3 in Surrey will close tonight until Monday, so a footbridge can be installed. National Highways says the stretch will reopen by 6 a.m. on Monday morning. Drivers are being urged to plan their journeys. Heathrow Airport has said that it wants to raise passenger landing charges as part of its investment plan. Heathrow wants to set passenger charges at an average of just over £33. That's compared to its current charge of £28. British Airways has called the proposed rise excessive.